This is diabolical.
Genius is in here.
Outside of all this that we're going to send up. I'll tell you mine and Lauren's little mastermind here. So there's a lot of money in the affiliate, but what we're going to really get into as this grows is we're not in it for the affiliate. We're in it to be a partner on your business, help you scale the business and have equity in the business. So we're going to have an umbrella of products that are affiliates, but then products where we have equity in for the industry.
Good. Yeah, that's smart. Hey, these media businesses are really personality driven. We'll see how vibrant that how vibrant that stays, right, in this cycle.
That's right.
And you hand the mantle over in many cases to the next vibrant set of personalities who people want to follow.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing here is of the age, which is I'm not going to go to some of the other events and hear a bunch of fluff talk and flattery. I don't need to hear that shit, right?
Yeah.
I want to go and hear the real scoop about real people doing real things, talking about what went well, what didn't do well, and what you can learn from.
So we took a little tour of the office and they had employee yoga, Connect 4, shuffleboard. I mean, come on, they had it all. Took a walk in the kitchen, we grabbed a snack. Wait till you see our favorite part.
Then this is nice.
So I'm going with the real stuff, the
Just toggle
sparkling
over, you get the
toggle.
bubbles.
And then I'm going back to the lime mint because I thought that was delicious.
Yep.
What could be better than that? Haley,
That's what ARE stands for.
intern extraordinaire, why don't you ask Bobby, because I think people are very interested in this, what is the setup as we go on the road for these podcasts? We're in Stamford, Connecticut, TOMO headquarters today. We're going to be talking to Greg Schwartz, CEO, founder. But Bobby, walk everybody through the setup that you have for this BAM podcast.
So some have said in the past that this is the greatest podcast setup alive. I agree.
Sean Black said that.
Sean Black, Knox CEO, agreed. So you can take that one to the bank. We have
There you go.
3 Sony full frame cameras, all recording. We do 1080-30 only for ease of turnaround.
Don't talk in craziness. Like,
What-
break it down so that
All right, we're gonna
everybody
cut that.
on the tube understands what you're talking
All
about.
right.
I was thinking just like voiceover.
No, keep that.
Too.
So-
Yeah, that's
Fine.
totally one.
But have Bobby explain it so people understand what the hell he's talking about.
So we have 3 full frame cameras. Those cameras are going to be recording 3 different angles. We have 2 professional mic setups, XLR, running into a mic interface, running into a MacBook. All of these are going to get recorded and chopped up into a podcast later on. After that, once the podcast is done, we'll send the raw recording to our clips team and they'll break it up into social clips for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts.
By the time you see this podcast, you probably, I would imagine that ebooks is dropping this week, right?
The ebook is dropping
Yeah.
this week, yeah.
So we've got an ebook this week. So the podcast will go out Friday. If you're seeing this podcast, well, if you're seeing this vlog, the podcast is already out.
Yes.
The vlog's coming out after the podcast. All right. So if you're watching this, there's an ebook on this entire setup over at brokeagentmedia.com. You can go download that for free and all of Bobby's little secrets.
And at some
Or
point
in the
there will
ebook.
be a video explaining all the gear that we take on the road. Let us know down below if you have any questions.
A few moments later.
So right now,
Diabolical
we
setup.
showed you the whole setup. Then I realized that this wall, Haley, show them the wall,
Pretty well.
very pretty wall, is so pretty that it'll make the clips stand out even more. And now we have to flip
the entire setup.
podcast setup. Just another disappointing Bobby decision.
There we go.
So everything is spelled out long form Broke Agent Media because the
Yeah.
brand was built on the Broke Agent. Right?
Yeah.
So, but when we went to the media company, it's spelled out so you know Broke Agent from the brand, media, but over time we wanted to just evolve to just BAM. Right? So it's short form.
Real business operator, this is what a real business operator is. Not just talk, but action.
Wow.
These are all digital video recorders from every single conference room here. They left the DVRs for us,
Wow.
and they were actually producing a huge amount of content if you think about it. They were loading all of their meetings up on these DVRs, and then an AI system, which we both read about in his book,
Yeah.
was grading it and distributing it to the entire company.
Wow.
And it's not just talk. And when we got it here, we were like, shit, this is hundreds of thousands of dollars
That's
of data storage.
quite the farm you've got here. Wow.
If you've ever read any of Ray Dalio's books or heard him talk about recording conversations in the workplace, this is how they did it. Great. We're going to do a clip for consumers. We're going to say the hook is going to be...
Easy. It's much harder to break out and be the best when times are difficult. That's where the great innovators of our age always emerge. Whether it's Google, Amazon, Facebook, Zillow, they all came during times of need and lack of abundance.
Just one last glass of Bevy sparkling water. This podcast cost me whatever the hell this machine costs because now we're
We
forced
need
to have
one.
it.
Yeah.
I'm driving to Stanford every day, just working on a TOMO office, you know.
I mean,
Boom.